Hello kids, welcome to ICSE Chemistry Hub. If you are worried about your chemistry board paper, then you have come to the correct place because here you will be getting a detailed explanation of each and every chapter. So please do stay tuned. Please do like, share, comment and without fail, please do press the subscribe button. As you're aware, we have already finished the chapter of metallurgy. You can just have a look at the video. You can go through the playlist of my channel where you will be getting the videos of this chapter in detail. So today we will be dealing with the previous year question papers as well as the ICSE 2026 chemistry specimen paper which was released by the ICSE board. And today we will be dealing only with the questions that were dealing with metallurgy chapter. So that once you go through the videos of this chapter, I hope you will be able to answer the questions as well. So by the end of this video, you will be able to get a clear idea about metallurgy and you will also get an idea about the type of questions that are asked in the board exam for this chapter. So without any further delay, let's dive into the questions. The question 1 states that the question is about identify the following, which is a homogeneous mixture of 2 or more metals. So either there should be 2 or more metals or a metal and a non-metal which are added in a definite proportion in their molten state. Here the answer without any confusion is alloys. Clear? Because we know alloy is a mixture. It's a homogeneous mixture of 2 or more metals or a metal and a non-metal which are added in a fixed proportion or which are added in a definite proportion. So this is nothing but alloys. Second question. Complete the following by choosing the correct answer from the bracket. The naturally occurring compound of a metal. So you have got a metal from which the metal is extracted. Now, which is the element or the compound that is there in the nature from which the metal can be extracted profitably and easily? The answer here is ore. So, ore is the naturally occurring compound of a metal from which the metal can be extracted is called as its ore. Next question. The following questions relate to the extraction of aluminium by electrolysis. Now, please note here, children, this is a very, very important question. The question is about electrolysis and it is dealing with the extraction of alumina from aluminium oxide. So, can you name the process by which aluminium oxide or alumina is converted to aluminium? We call it as the Hall-Herold's process. Yes. Now, this is one of the very, very important questions of metallurgy. So here the first question regarding electrolysis is name the compound which contains aluminium added to alumina. Okay. So we know in the electrolyte we have alumina. What is alumina, children? We have Al2O3. Then we have added another compound into the electrolyte mixture that is called as cryolite. Now what is cryolite? Cryolite is nothing but Na3Alf6. And then we add one more substance to it which is called as fluorspar, which is calcium fluoride. So here the question is name the compound which contains aluminium, okay, apart from alumina. So we know alumina already has aluminium. Which is the other compound which has got aluminium added to it? It is nothing but the answer here will be cryolite. What is cryolite, children? Cryolite is nothing but Na3Alf6. So here the answer will be cryolite. Okay. This is the other compound which apart from alumina has aluminium in it. Next question. Give a balanced equation for the reaction that takes place at the cathode. Always remember, at the cathode, my metal is going to be deposited. So what is it that you have to remember, children? At the cathode, my metal is going to get deposited. Okay. No, so of course it will be 2Al3 plus, because we know at the cathode my metal will always come and get stuck. Okay, so at my cathode 2Al3 plus is running and coming. If it's a plus here, it's a plus here as well. 2 into 3 is 6 electrons. Am I clear? So 2 into 3 becomes 6. And whenever they come to the anode or the cathode, the aim is to get discharge. What is the meaning of the word discharge, children? They want to lose their charge. So what does it become? It loses its charge and it becomes 2Al. Am I clear? So what is deposited at the cathode, children? At my cathode, aluminium metal will be deposited. So always remember this. At the cathode, my metal will be depositing, and at my anode, the non-metal will be coming and getting deposited. Clear? Next question. Choose the correct answer. This is a multiple choice question. A compound which is not an ore of aluminium. So we know the ores of aluminium are, the major ore is bauxite, which is Al2O3.2H2O. Then we have cryolite. Cryolite is also an ore of aluminium. What is the formula? Na3Al(F6), which is an ore of aluminium. And we also corundum is an ore of aluminium. So amongst this, which is the compound which is not an ore of aluminium? The answer here will be fluorspar, because we know fluorspar is CaF2. It is calcium fluoride. It does not have aluminium anywhere. So which is the compound which is not an ore of aluminium? The answer will be fluorspar. Clear? Next question. Metals are good dash, oxidizing agents or reducing agent. The answer here will be metals are good reducing agent. Okay. Now please remember the short form as Mr. What does M stand for? M stands for metal and R stands for reducing agent. So what is the full form of Mr. children? It is metals are very, very good reducing agents. Okay. So either they remove oxygen from the other compound or they remove hydrogen from the other compound. Am I clear? So please do remember this. Metals are very, very good reducing agents. Please do remember this. Next question. You have been asked to arrange the following as per the instruction given in the bracket. Now please pay attention here, children. Whenever you are asked to arrange the elements either in an increasing order or a decreasing order in the board question paper, you have to pay attention here, because you are not supposed to put greater than or lesser than sign. So whenever you are arranging the elements, please make sure that you are not using these symbols called as greater than sign and the lesser than sign. Okay. So how are you supposed to arrange the elements? You are supposed to arrange the elements and separate them only by using a comma. Okay. So please keep this in your mind while you're solving the board papers as well. Okay. Because this greater than and lesser than sign will lead to unnecessary confusion. So to avoid this, write the arrangement of the elements and just separate them using a comma. Okay. We have been asked to arrange the elements as per the decreasing order of reactivity. Now, what is the meaning of the word decreasing order? Decreasing order means the highest reacting metal should be placed first, followed by the least reactive metal should be at the bottom of their reactivity. Now see, aluminium is a metal, potassium is a metal, magnesium is a metal, calcium is a metal. So all these metals, where will you get the reactivity, children? We know we have something called as the reactivity series of metal. Please tell me the reactivity series of metal. Please. Please stands for sodium. Please send potassium, cats calcium, monkeys magnesium, and aluminium, zebra zinc, into iron, lovely lead, hot is hydrogen, countries is copper, signed silver, gold, and the last comes penguin, that is platinum. Am I clear? So now let's have a look at the elements. Which is the most reactive metal, children? We know here amongst this we have potassium, we have aluminium here, we have magnesium here, and we have calcium here. So which will be the most reactive metal, children? Potassium will be the highest reacting metal here, followed by calcium, which is the second most reactive metal, followed by magnesium here, and the last reactive metal in this series is aluminium. Am I clear? So can you see here, I have not used the greater than sign or the lesser than sign here. How have I separated the elements? I have separated the elements using a comma. So this is how you are supposed to do it. Next question. Identify the alloy in each of the given case. So you are given a list of metals. You have to understand or you have to find out which alloy is made from the following metals. Aluminium, magnesium, manganese, which is Mn, and copper. The name of this alloy is dura-alumin. Am I clear? So it is, please remember, whenever aluminium, magnesium, manganese and copper are there, the alloy that is made from this is called as dura-alumin. Okay. Next one. Iron, nickel, chromium, carbon. Okay. This is an alloy that you mainly use in your kitchen utensils. It's called as stainless steel. Clear? So this is again one of the most important questions that is asked in the board examination. Okay. Mainly this one. Name an alloy that is made up of iron, nickel, chromium and carbon. So whenever you get carbon, whenever you get nickel, iron together, it is nothing but stainless steel. Next question. Write one of the uses of the following alloys. Where is bronze mainly used, children? Bronze is, you must have heard about bronze statues. You must have heard about medals. Okay. So bronze is used for making statues, medals, and it is also used for making coins. So bronze is used in the making of statues, medals and coins. The next one is fuse metal. Okay, the word itself is a giveaway that it is telling you what is the use of the alloy. Okay, now the other name of fuse metal, it is also called as solder. Okay, so what are the two names? You can either call it as a fuse metal or it is called as solder. If they give it to you as fuse metal, it is even more easier. What is the use of it? It is used in making electrical fuses. Am I clear? So fuse metal or solder is used for making electrical fuses. Am I clear? So bronze, please remember it. It is used for making statues, medals and coins. Fuse metal is used for making electrical fuses. Next question. Now this is again, as you can recognize it from the picture itself, it is nothing but a diagram about Hall-Herold's process. What is Hall-Herold's process, children? You are trying to convert alumina. See, it is a sketch that illustrates the conversion of alumina to aluminium. You are trying to convert Al2O3 into aluminium. I have explained this Hall-Herold process in detail in my metallurgy videos. You can just go through the playlist of my channel where you will be getting a detailed explanation of the same. Here we will be just answering whatever questions have been asked. First question is, name the constituent of the electrolyte mixture. So you have to name which is the part of the electrolyte mixture which has a divalent metal inside it. Okay, now what is the meaning of the word divalent, children? Whose valency is 2. It can be plus 2, it can be minus 2. That they have not mentioned. But at the other part they have mentioned it's a metal. So we know metals always have a valency of plus 2. So the question is, name the constituent of the electrolyte mixture which has a divalent metal in it. Okay. So let's have a look at what all is there in the electrolyte mixture. In my electrolyte mixture, I have alumina. What is alumina? Al2O3. We have one more thing into the electrolyte mixture. What is the compound, children? We have added cryolite. What is cryolite? Na3Al F6. Am I clear? So cryolite is Na3AlF6. Then I have added one another substance called as fluorspar. So at any given point of time, in my electrolytic mixture, I will have three things. What are the three things, children? I will have alumina, that is Al2O3, cryolite, Na3AlF6, and fluorspar. By now, you should remember the formula of all the three. What is fluorspar? CaF2. But this is not the question that is asked. Please, in this question, do not write Al2O3 plus Na3AlF6 plus CaF2. Please mention only the electrolytic mixture which has a divalent metal in it. So we need not have even a look at the non-metals. We have first metal is aluminium, but it is trivalent. What's the meaning of the word trivalent? Its valency is +3. Oxygen is a non-metal, so we need not bother about that. Then we have sodium. What is the valency of sodium, children? It is 1+. So it again does not suit the criteria that is given. Aluminium is trivalent. So which is the divalent metal here, children? The divalent metal here is calcium metal, or you have to write it as Ca+2. Am I clear? So these are the only two answers which are acceptable. Either you have to write calcium or you have to write it as Ca+2. Next question. Name the powdered substance X. Can you see here? On the surface of the electrolyte, there will be a black colored powdered substance that is sprinkled on the surface of the electrolytic mixture. They are asking which is that compound X. Okay, so the compound X that is added here is coke. Okay, now coke is nothing but carbon, but please do not write the answer here as carbon. Be specific, write the answer here as coke. What is the name of the process? The name of the process, I have already told you, when we are converting alumina into aluminium, the name of the process is Hall-Héroult process. Clear? So the name of the process is Hall-Héroult process. Next question is the most important question. Okay? You have to learn these equations really well, because be it electrolysis chapter, be it metallurgy chapter, they will ask you to write the reactions that are taking place at the anode and the reaction that is taking place at the cathode respectively. So let us understand what will be the reaction. So this is the setup of my electrolytic cell. At any given point of time, I will have three things in my electrolyte. Which are the three things in my electrolyte, children? I have Al2O3, that is alumina. I will have cryolite. What is cryolite? Na3AlF6. And then I have fluorspar. What is fluorspar? CaF2. Let us see how does it decompose. How does alumina decompose? It decomposes. How many atoms of aluminium are here, children? 2. Al. You should know the valency of aluminium. What is the valency of aluminium? 3+. It's a trivalent metal. Which is the next element? We have oxygen. How many atoms of oxygen? 3. O. What is the valency of oxygen, children? It is O2 minus. Clear? So Al2O3 will decompose to give me 2Al3 plus 3O2 minus. The next compound is cryolite. How is cryolite going to decompose? How many atoms of sodium? 3. Na. What is the valency of sodium? 1 plus. Okay, plus aluminium, Al. What is the valency of aluminium? 3 plus. Come to fluorine. How many atoms of fluorine? We have 6 atoms of fluorine minus 1. Okay. So cryolite decomposes into 3Na plus Al3 plus 6F minus. Fluorspar will decompose as Ca is plus, what's the valency? It's a divalent metal. We just now discussed. Plus, how many atoms of fluorine are there? You have 2 atoms of fluorine, F minus 1. Okay. So now we are starting with the reaction at the cathode. Please remember, at my cathode, what is going to come and get deposited? It will be Cf. At the cathode, my metal is going to come and get deposited. Clear? And it is C to C. Okay? Opposites attract. So if the cathode is negatively charged, which ions have a chance to come and get discharged? It will be either aluminium, it will be sodium or calcium. So who will decide this? It will be decided by the preferential discharge or electrochemical series of metals. Sodium cannot be discharged. Why? Because it is placed higher in the reactivity series. Calcium again cannot be discharged because it is comparatively higher. The position is higher in the electrochemical series. So which is a metal that can come and get deposited, children? It will be 2Al3 plus. Why only aluminium? Because aluminium is placed lower in the electrochemical series. If it's a plus here, for sure it's a plus here. 2 into 3 becomes how much? It becomes 6 electron. And whenever they come at the cathode or the anode, they want to get discharge. What is the meaning of the word discharge? They will lose this charge. Okay, so they become just 2Al. So what is deposited at my cathode, children? Aluminium metal is deposited at the cathode. Am I clear? Next one is what will be deposited at the anode. Either you can write it as anode or in the reaction, can you see here? It is Y written here. Anode is positively charged. So when it is positively charged, opposites attract. Which ions have a capability to come and get discharged? Fluorine. Here also you have fluorine and you have oxygen. Am I clear? Now fluorine cannot get discharged because it is too high in the electrochemical series. So which ion will get discharged, children? It will be, of course, 3O2 minus. If it's a minus here, it has to be minus here also. 3 into 2 becomes 6 electron. I hope this is getting clear to you. So 3O2 minus 3 into 2 is 6 electron. So it will lose its charge. What's the meaning of the word losing charge? We will just get 3O. Now you have to just mention like this in the exam. 3O is highly unstable. So what will you get, children? You will get it as 3O2. So 3O is unstable. It will immediately change its form to 3O2. So what is the gas that is released at the anode, children? At my anode, can you see multiple anodes are used? Which gas will come and get liberated? Oxygen gas will come and get liberated at my anode. Which metal? My whole vessel is the cathode. Can you see here? My whole vessel has turned into the cathode. Which metal can get deposited at the cathode? Aluminium metal can come and get deposited at the cathode. I hope that is clear to you. Next question is again an MCQ question. Can you see? These type of questions have been asked again and again. Which amongst this is an ore of aluminium? Okay. So the answer here is cryolite. Cryolite is an ore of aluminium. We know the formula. What is the formula, children? It is Na3Al6. Am I clear? So the answer here is cryolite. Calamine is an ore of zinc. Hematite is an ore of iron. Magnetite is also an ore of iron. Am I clear? So the correct answer here is cryolite. Next, substances which help lower the fusion point of the mixture. When I say fusion point, I mean it is the melting point of the mixture, children. It is fluorspar. Okay, we should know that fluorspar and cryolite, these two things help in lowering down the melting point of the mixture. Okay, so the correct answer here is fluorspar. If cryolite is written, that is a much more correct answer. But because here cryolite is not mentioned as an option, you can write the answer as fluorspar here. Okay, so this is all about part 1 of the sample paper. So here we are wrapping up with part 1. If you have found this video to be useful and helpful to you, please stay tuned because part 2 will be live in the playlist soon. And right here on the end screen, the playlist link will be updated in the video description. So please do like, comment, share and subscribe for future video updates. Thanks a lot, children.